When you went to make any sale for your business, for your entrepreneurship journey, and you are not able to close that sale, close that prospect to sell out your product or services to that person, then you are missing two things. Either you are not qualifying that prospect is literally deserve your product or service, or either that prospect have those pain points or problem which my product or service can easily solve it, or that person is really motivated or really has something to do something better in their life, because opportunities give you a new platform. Opportunities help you to let your fear overcome and to become a completely different person by upgrading your personality, by upgrading your skill set. And the second thing, maybe you are not able to lead them. Simple. First, you have to qualify your prospect, and second, you have to lead them to make your sale. In this video, I have two simple steps to qualify as well as lead them to make your sale. So without wasting the time, let's start the video. I'm Pranshu, a business coach, entrepreneur and influencer marketing specialist. Let's start the video. First point, you have to qualify your prospect whether that person deserves my product or services or not. Maybe you are giving too much presentation, maybe you are providing too much value, maybe you are presenting each and everything in a correct way. But what? Your prospect doesn't deserve this. Your prospect doesn't have those pain points which your product or service can easily solve out. So you have to qualify your prospect. You have to save your energy, effort as well as money. You are giving your efforts to present them your idea, your product or services. Second, you are presenting them this new idea with full of energy, with full of efforts, and you are giving time to make out that presentation in a better way. And the last thing, you travel a lot far more to reach that place, to present that idea, to present that product or service to that person. So if you qualify your prospect, it saves your time, effort as well as money. So there are two types of buyers: buyer in heat, buyer in power. Yes, there are only two types of buyer: buyer in heat, buyer in power. Buyer in heat are those type of persons which can easily open up to you, and they can easily share the problems to yourself. So when they can easily open up, when you ask some small questions, they will easily open up and share each and every problem, each and every phase they are going through. And when you are able to tackle that, what are the pain points of that person, what are the problems that person is feeling, or whatever the things they want to achieve in their life and they want to overcome, then you can easily present your idea in an effective way, so you can make a sale. You can help that person to overcome that problem. But if I'm not able to understand that what is the reason that this person gonna buy my product or services, if you are not able to understand the problems, if you are not able to understand the motive of that person, then how you can make a sale? Try to ask questions, and after that present your idea so they can easily buy your product or service without any interruption. Okay, and second is buyer in power. These are the persons who are not able to easily open up with everyone, and you have to ask a lot of questions. You have to put a lot of effort to open up that person, because you have to understand the thinking of that person. You have to understand that what is the motive of that person, what is the purpose of that person in their life, and what are the problems they are going through right now in their life. So if you are able to understand these things, you can easily present your idea. But what if the person are not able to open up with you? What if the person are not able to feel relaxed with you? When you make your prospect relax, when you make your prospect calm, they can easily share their problems. But what if you are putting all efforts, you are making them relax, but still they are not sharing their views, they are not sharing their problems to you? So what you can do in this situation? Nothing. You have to do regular follow-ups, because these type of persons have lots of choices. There are lots of people that are approaching them all. They have a lot of choices, lot of companies, lot of product or services in that niche, but they don't want to solve their problem. There's so many people who have problems. They talk to every person that I have that problem, I have that problem, but they don't want to solve it. They love to share their problem to every person. So in this category, you are not able to make a sale until and unless that person open up to you. So in this scenario, you just have to build out a relation. If you don't watch out that video will be pop out in the I section, how you can make a rapport with the prospect. After that, build a healthy relation with that person, do regular follow-ups with that person, and share some testimonials on a weekly basis, as well as build some bonding, so that person will feel relaxed to share everything with you. And when that person will get open up with you, when this person get shares everything with you. You can easily send out your product or service, but before that you have to do a long follow-up. I don't know, you don't know that how much this follow-up takes. Maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe a year, maybe years. We don't know that thing, but in this case it takes a long follow-up, so it's better to find the people who are buyers in heat rather than in a category of buyers in powers. Okay, and there are two type of categories in buyers in lead. There are hot leads as well as warm leads. Okay, in this scenario, hot leads can easily purchase your product or service at one go. You just have to present them. You just have to give them a exposure about your product or service and make them feel comfortable that this product or service surely gonna help that person, surely gonna help you to overcome this fear, this problem. But in warm leads, you just have to make them relax. You have to do a lot of you have to do a little bit conversation. You have to give them exposure. You have to give them proper statistics. Remember one thing, that people buy each and everything in their life in emotional state, but they love to get satisfied logically. People buy in emotional state, but they love to get satisfied in a logical state. So give them some statistics so they can be satisfied in logical state, and after that find out the pain points and give them exposure in emotional state so they can easily buy your products or service. You have to do make little bit more efforts on warm leads rather than in hot leads. So try to find more buyers in need, and you can easily qualify them by using some tactics, by asking some questions. Okay, if that person don't have any pain points, if that person don't have any purpose in their life, if that person are not able to open up with you, then that type of person is buyers in power. You have to leave them. You have to do just regular follow-ups, and you have to find more buyers in heat. Okay, that's how you can qualify your lead, just asking simple questions. And one more tip for you: don't answer any question of your prospect. Just try to question their question to them. Yes, just try to find out a question of their question and just ask to him. That's why you can hold the conversation, you can lead the conversation. Second step is pacing and leading. You know that that person has some pain points which can easily solve out by your product or services. But what if that person are not willing to come in that state to buy your product or service? If that person are not willing to buy a product or services, if that person don't want to overcome their fears, don't want to overcome their problems, so what you have to do? You just have to use pacing and leading technique. Pace, lead. Pace, lead method. What you have to do in this phase, you just have to do a little bit conversation with that prospect. You have to make them relax, as you have to build out a rapport with that person. Then after this, what you have to do, you just have to ask simple questions to that prospect to identify their need, to identify their purpose, and to know more about that person. We are genuinely interested in that conversation, so that person feels relaxed and easily open up with you and can share each and everything which are going through in their life to you. So in this way, you can easily understand the things going on in their life, and you can easily present your idea in an efficient way. When you are conversing with them, maybe they are in low excited state. Okay, they have problems, you have a solution. You have to make them this point to this point, and to make them this point to this point, what you have to do, you have to give them a platform, you have to do a presentation. When you give them an exposure, they can easily shift from this thing to this thing and buy your product or service. For this, you have to give them a platform. You just have to make them overcome their fear and to become that person they are want to buy selling your product or service by providing your platform. So in this way, what you have to do, you just have to do a conversation. You have to understand their pace level. Maybe they belongs to low excited state, so you have to copy them. Yeah, you have to do copycatting in this case. So you have to become a copycat in that case. What you have to do, you just have to understand their tone level and try to communicate with that tone level. Okay, maybe they are talking like I'm okay, so you have to do conversation in this tone and slowly lift your amplitude of voice. Slowly lift your tonality so you can charge them. Let's suppose you ask that do you understand this concept? They say yes. Okay, that's great. So you have to level up your energy. Okay, in this case, when you level up your energy, then prospect tries to copy you, and that's how you can transfer that prospect from this state to this state. easily. So try to increase your pace level slowly in the conversation, and if you directly upgrade your pace level, and there will be a huge more difference, and the person are not able to relate with you. After this, they surely don't gonna buy your product or services. So make your effort worthy, lift your pace level, and lead them to a fruitful conversation. In this scenario, what you have to do, you just have to ask simple question as well as some questions whose answer is yes. Let's say that are you understanding this concept? Are you able to understand this problem? Are you able to understand what is the benefit of this? Just try to ask more and more questions whose answer is yes, and this yes will lead to a fruitful conversation, and after that you can make a sale. So when you are presenting your idea, just understand their body language, that either their arms and legs are closed. If their arms and legs are closed, then they surely don't gonna buy your product or services. You have to do proper follow-ups, so don't ask for a sale at them. When their hands are open, legs are open, then you can easily ask about the closing of sale at the end. But before this, you have to understand that there's some body language, because you are in sales. You have to understand the psychology of humans, and you are dealing with humans on a daily purpose. So what you have to do, you just have to understand the psychology of humans, how human interacts with another human, and that's how you can master a sales. Move their enthusiasm to a next level by slowly conversing with them, and try to hit their emotional state again and again in the conversation, so they can easily relate with you and they can easily buy your product or service at that. If you don't relate them, if you don't hit on their emotional state, don't hit their pain points, then definitely they after the presentation they definitely say, I will think over it. And you can handle this objection too. Later video link will be pop up in the I section. So when you get these objections, you can easily handle these objections by watching my objection handling playlist. But before that, you have to make your prospect relax, and you have to do a conversation in that way so you don't get any objection at the end. So try to cover up the sales by understanding the psychology of humans and using pace, lead method. Before that, qualify your prospect. So I already shared some beautiful ways to close any prospect. If you love this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap on the bell icon so you can get my video first. But before this, you can qualify your lead. You can use pace, lead method, but after that, you have to understand some more points. What you have to say in conversation, what you have to say in the presentation, how you have to mold the conversation in your favor, and a lot of stuff. So I'm presenting 3 simple steps to close any prospect in the world. Watch out that video right now. Watch out right now.